Hey everyone, and welcome back to some more Front Mission 4. Last time we tried to assist in the evacuation of Madeira Island, and we were pretty successful. We lost one guy, but we saved everyone else, and that's the important thing. I will see if we're going to do anything else here, or if we're going to jump over to the other team. I do not remember. The good news is we are well into the late game. I think we're going to start seeing some storylines wrap up soon. Let's get going. Oh, good. Commander, we are tracking several transports taking off from the EC base in Madeira. Where are they headed? Toward the EC mainland, sir. We must not let them escape. Let them go, Lieutenant. Man, Lieutenant's like bloodthirsty. But, sir, our objective is to take control of Madeira Island, not to exterminate every single EC soldier. Let them retreat. Yes, sir. Get ready to move us into the dock once the base is under our control. Tell the other ships to do so as well. Yes, sir. Wow. Beautiful. There we go. That was the time skip. It seems like any time that the plot takes them somewhere where like a period of time needs to pass before they can continue that story is when they jump over. So now that like we're trying to escape and the UCS is going to go and assert control over Madeira Island, it's like, all right, time's going to pass there. Jump back over to the Venezuela plot. Phew, we're finally back. Say, Thamond, where'd you learn how to pilot Wanzers like that? Nowhere. I'm just a teacher. Which army were you in? He was not in any army. He was with the Volunteer Corps. He was decorated many times for valor in battle and strategic decisions that saved his troops' lives. Inez, stop. I do not want to hear about that past. But why? You should not be ashamed. You fought bravely to defend your country. Please, Inez, just do as I say. I'm going back to the school. We were separated when we ran, but that might have saved us. It looks like everyone made it back. Awesome. I was wondering what happened with that group, because they were with us in the city, and then when we were running away, we had to rely on a different group. Hey, Punch. I just heard about Calvo. Luis hasn't mentioned it yet, but I'm sure he's hurting. Calvo and Luis were like brothers, you know. There's a message for you from the Wanzersmith. He said he received a new shipment of goods, and that you should take a look at the Wanzer shop and the computer shop when you have time. He also wanted you to avenge Calvo's death with his gear. That's very specific. Thanks, Almo. If only I'd gone with them, there might have been a way to save Calvo. No, buddy. There was not. Where's Luis? I haven't seen him for the past couple hours. He is inside talking to Diaz. I wanted him to rest before he did, considering what happened to Calvo. I will go see how he is doing later. You should take a rest too. Radio Man! Man, it's been a while since I could sit down without worrying if there was a gun pointed at my head. Hey, Johnny, you mentioned something about a message? Oh, yeah, that's right. There was a satellite transmission addressed to you. From who? I didn't have time to ask. Sorry, I was in the middle of a firefight. Then what am I supposed to do with it? When I told them you were with us, they told me to give you this access code to a secure link. You should be able to talk to them if you use it. Yeah, but I still don't know who I'll be dealing with. It sounded like a young woman, Daryl. A woman? She said she wanted to talk to you about your luggage. Do you know what she meant? Luggage? Did she really say that? Yeah, I'm sure. I remember because I thought it was a weird thing to say. A satellite transmission, huh? I wonder who it could be. Maybe it's that girl. You mean the one from Cumana? Then it could be a trap. They may backtrack us to this village. No, it can't be. She wouldn't know about our luggage. I guess we never mentioned it. I have a feeling about this, and it's not bad. I think I'll give our mystery girl a call. Hello? Hello? Anyone? Come in. Hello? Who is this? It worked! This is Daryl. I'm with the UCS Army 332nd Mobile Company. Who am I speaking to? Daryl? So you are Daryl. Listen, Daryl, I need to ask you... Hold on, lady. Where I come from, it's customary to introduce yourself before you start interrogating people. Oh, I am sorry, but... Hey, you're wasting my time here. If you can't... Do you know a smuggler named Chang by any chance? Chang? That traitor. Is he still alive? Very much so. He's the one who told me about you. I'm not getting this at all. What do you want from me? You tried to take some luggage out of Venezuela on Chang's ship, but you were attacked by Zaftran troops, and Chang left you behind, correct? Wait a second. Those were Zaftrans? Yes. There's no doubt the Zaftran army is in Venezuela. Which intelligence service do you work for? Why do you want to know about Zaftrans in Venezuela? Please, listen to me. Thousands of people's lives are at stake. Thousands of people's lives, huh? You know, I like that French accent of yours, which I have not been doing very well. I'm sorry. I used to date someone who spoke like you before. She was from the state of Canada, but never mind. So, this thing that may mean thousands of people's lives, are we talking about the possible war between the UCS and the EC? If you were from the UCS, you would have already identified yourself, and you'd be grilling me for everything I know. That must mean you're on the EC side of the question, or equation. I can read, honest. And I can't imagine that a spy wouldn't know how to hide her accent. So you're either with the military, or this is some kind of sophisticated prank. I assure you, Monsieur Darrow, this is no prank. Please, you must believe me. Yeah, don't worry. Oh? I may be with the UCS, and although we're on the brink of a war with the EC, I don't care who you represent. But unless we know each other's name, we don't have a basis for trust. Don't you agree? I guess so. I am sorry. My name is Elsa. I am with a research organization called the Durandal. We are trying to find evidence that proves Zaftra is attempting to pit the UCS and EC against each other. There you go. Nice to meet you, Elsa. So, how can we help you? Do you happen to have any Vanzer parts from the Zaftrans you fought? That would be enough to prove that the Zaftrans are in Venezuela. Sorry, I'm all out of Zaftran Vanzer parts right now. We were too busy trying to avoid getting killed by them, actually. I see. If only we can attain some kind of proof. Can you give me some time? I think there might be a way for us to help you. Oh? Certainly, go ahead. Thanks. Daryl out. Later, Elsa. What? Daryl, wait. How can we help them? There's a connection between Diaz and that Zaftran woman, right? He may know something. Ah, I guess it's worth a try. Man, that was a big one. I wonder what I should do now. This village isn't such a bad place. Maybe I could stay here until all the fighting ends. Boop. Oh, that's gonna get tricky because I know it's 19 versus 10 and it's 27-28 versus 11-01, but it's crazy how that lines up. All right. So we did some talking. We can go into the house. I'm guessing there's simulator stuff I need to do. I really don't want to do it right now, though. We'll try and avoid it. Let's see if we got to do a grindy thing with them like we had to do with Durandal. Oh, yeah, this stuff changed. Hey, nice quad point, man. Versatile. Oof. A punchy bit and a machine gun. Guessing that's a rocket launcher or grenade launcher on the shoulder. Experimental sniper. And an experimental bazooka. Well, we'll stick with assault. What's the data we got here? A Type 90 with a shotgun and a press needle. Or Quint G. %. Plus 140. Plus 210. I'm guessing that these are going to be largely the same, but this is giving you more HP. So this would be the better go. Oh, you know what? This would not be good for Daryl because Daryl's punch and shoot. This would probably be good for Thammond, actually, who's shoot and shoot, or Luis, who's shoot and shoot. I'm talking about like left arm, right arm weapons. So we only have 13,000. We may have to do some grinds. Unfortunate. All right, but let's buy what we can. We're gonna. It's on the backpack. Yeah. All right, we'll buy it. Sorry. Rifleman. That's gonna chew up our next set. Type 150 with a SRAB. And then can't afford the engineer, but let's Avenir. And a Nocturne. I think this would catch us up. Yeah, this catches us up to what Durandal had. So we definitely want to grind. All right. Okay. take a look at what I want to do for everyone else. You being a shotgun machine gun, probably going to get you to an assault 5. Because it's a machine gun and a shotgun. You, because we went into a bazooka, I don't remember if there is an XP bazooka, but it's also got grenades. And it's a little, I don't know. That might not be a bad thing. It's not gonna be as move. Yeah, it's gonna move 2 less. But they'll have a rocket. I don't think I've been taking any rocket skills for her. But I could. Alright, that might be an option for her. And then for Thamond, who's rocking the dual jury. What's the move? 7 and 7. So it really doesn't matter which one I get. So I could go for an assault 4 or 5 and then swap out the other gun. Anyway, yeah, so that'd be a good option for them. You have a shotgun. Oh, we can finally take shotgun ammo max. And then a mini repair max. Wow. Or a repair max. Honestly, I could probably just do with some 1200s. Yeah, I think we're good. We'll do the skill thing. What was in the computer shop? He said to go and take a look at. Oh, maybe because now we have like the last dash and whatnot. Yeah. We're a little light on cash though, so I can't really be buying skills that way. Let's do some pilot setup. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just save to upgrade. Yeah, we'll just save to upgrade. All right. We're going to do some simulations because I think we need to. I don't remember what's what out of like 5, 8, and 9. But I'll start with 8. And we'll see how it goes. I will see you in a bit. Hello, and welcome back. This is actually part of the same episode. I did some off-camera grinding through most of these simulators. I did... Oh wow, I have a bunch more. So I did like 3, 4, and 5 because 3 and 4 were about like a little under level, and 5 was a little bit like 4 was at what my Vanzers were at strength wise, and 5 was a little bit over, but because it's in like a city terrain, I was able to make it work. But man, it was like really tough. And I had taken a look at 8 and 9, and they had like whomped me with what I had for Vanzers. I'm pretty sure that once I get new Vanzers for everyone other than just Daryl, that oh, and Renga is like, once I get the rest of the group upgraded, it would probably be possible to do these. But it'd also be possible to do the actual mission. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll do the purchasing, see how far I can get, and hopefully I should be able to get the whole squad. And then I don't think I'll need to grind anymore. We'll see. In any case, I wanted to record the purchasing of the Vanzer gear, just so that you know, it was known what I was taking out. So I believe there is a new engineer, and that's important. I'm gonna pick that up last. Let's get all the guys that are gonna be up in the front lines first. And in fact, let's start with Inez, because they have a grenadier. No, they have an XP that uses a bazooka and so you got a right-hand bazooka and a left shoulder rocket. And I think I would swap those after picking it up. She's gonna be, I think, like slightly slower, yeah, by 2, but I think that's gonna be okay. She's still gonna have a ton of AP, and I think the rockets might be nice on some situations where guys are grouped up, and then the rest of the time she's gonna bazooka the crap out of everyone. So we're gonna go ahead and buy this. And then I'll go and do Vanzer setup and swap the arms so that her links still work. Otherwise, I'd have to swap her links, and I could do that, but like, I don't know. Maybe I'll just swap the links. That sounds easier. Luis, he is shotgun, machine gun. I think they had Assault 5 as shotgun, machine gun, and is a bit of a heavier Vanzer than what we gave Daryl. So we're going to give that to him. The stats. Scrolling through quickly. Buy that set. I got to buy some items too for everyone, because I did end up needing to use some while doing simulators, and it, you know, eats them up, I think. Famined, I think I might just manually pick up the same set that Louise has. What is that? The Quint G? Because he's already got upgraded weapons, so I don't need to buy the weapons again. But I think the Quint G is better than his Husky S. Oh no, it's not. Okay, he's actually set up. I don't need to upgrade him. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, you can keep your Husky S then. So that just leaves Schaefer getting the Engineer 2 on the Avenir with the Leo stun. Buy it. Okay. Items. Yeah, see, I had to use a lot of repairs. I don't think I need big repairs. I think I could just get away with some repair 600s for now. I bought some 1200s and I used some 1200s, and like no one really needs the 1200s yet. Certainly not Daryl. I'm gonna pick up another shotgun. Yes, it was overkill, and so it's just like a big waste of money right now. Get me my rifle max. I'm actually gonna swap that out for a second rifle max. I'll hold on to the 1200 for now. Oh, I could put another. Oh yeah, because that takes up 2 space. All right, I'm gonna take the second 600. Hooray! You got nothing. Take a couple 600s. You're a machine gun. You're a shotgun. For some reason, I had a weird thought that he had machine gun ammo max and not shotgun ammo max when he has a shotgun. I was like, maybe I was just a dummy. All right, you have a bazooka, and you have rockets. And then you... I don't need to take this because we're good on the sniper. So we'll just... swap that for repair. The Abominator. One last thing. They probably added some camouflages. See if there's something better for the UCS guys. Want something that's very fiery. Actually, 1 second. All right, let's find. Oh wow, that's a nice one. I just want something that's not quite so dark and maybe doesn't blend in with the La Alianza guys so much. So I'm thinking kind of thinking this desert, and then we'll swap the armor color instead of copper. For the love of like an RGB palette, right?
gonna go Old Rose. We'll see how I like that. You with your mundane. As much as I love that color pairing. Kind of like Night 3, and I kind of wanted to use it on someone here. So yeah, just not burnt umber. We'll dig into it. You'll be gunmetal. Go on more stealth. And then celestial. Is there something better than Arctic? Or a different Arctic? Ooh, I like that. And maybe like a blue? Old blue. Sounds great. Oh, yeah, and a line on him. No, you're sticking with drab for mundane. And you can stick with yellow, I think. Yeah. Alright, I'm happy with that. I need to definitely go do some pilot setup in order to swap the links on Inez. Otherwise, she's not going to work because it's tied to her hand. And it needs to be the correct hand. Does anyone else need that? That's perfect. That's perfect. 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 Okay. Good. Just, you know, didn't want to get into a mission and be like, why did I still have that? For example, block damage 10. Why do I still have that equipped? It's not useful anymore. They're doing more than 10 damage usually. Oh, don't have enough points for that. Do if I swap that out. Alright, so let's finally get rank 6. We'll start buying stuff. Get that melee level up? Heck yes. Definitely need some more skill slots. Definitely need a lot of this. Let's get some skill slots. Let's get Blast Strike. I don't think I have enough to actually use it yet, but that's okay. Get up to rank 6. Oh, that snipe. Please. And zoom 3. Oh, and blast shot. Oh my goodness. There's so many things I want to have. But I need some skill. So many skills that I want. I didn't even show what snipe was. I'll have to go back and do that. It's a really good skill. Oh man. What do we need? Can't really take anything except shield bash, and I don't have a shield, so that's not necessary. Get shield to rank 5 because you're a little bit behind, and definitely take the shotgun level. And that's you. Get you up to rank 5. What is hold? Oh, delay the action. Let's, now that we have a rocket launcher, let's boost it. Now that we've reduced her movement range by 2, let's see if we can raise that by 1 again. Get some skill slots. Not enough for that. Better. So blast strike is like blast shot in that you knock the guy down. So if you have links that are happening after that, you know, they can't dodge after that. They won't counter after that. And I think Daryl's speed is pretty high, so that's beneficial. Double assault, which I like really wanted to equip in here, is like the double shot. You hit with a punch, and then you shoot with your gun out of, you know, what you have in both hands. So if you're, since he's always going to be in melee range, being able to go, hey, I'm also going to hit you with my shotgun is pretty good. Aim is one of those that I can opt to select. Oh no, it's snipe. Snipe. I really want it on. Yeah, so snipe is one of those I can select, and it lets you pick what part. And it's kind of like aim, where then like you hunker down to take that shot. But whereas like focus up and down, left and right is like, it increases the likelihood that you'll hit the body, or you'll hit the legs, or the left arm or right arm. Snipe is, you say, I want to hit the left arm, and you hit the left arm. It's great. So I want it. So I have it. Oh, do I have anything I could take with a 2? Oh man, I don't have room for blast shot, do I? No. I could get rid of panic shot and get blast shot. Honestly, AP cost -4 might be nice. We'll do that for now. You are all skilled up. You could take a 2-fer, but you don't have anything. You could take a 2-fer. Move +1, move +3. Stacking a move +2. Right, because it's like 1 each. Yeah, awesome. And then you have nothing equipped because we just got you. Double shot. We want that. Honestly, probably terror shot, because it's the, like, you have less evasion guy I'm shooting, and I think that's really useful. And then rapid fire 2, 150% number of shots. Hooray. Raises evasion 150. Hooray. Oh, I can just take everything. Barrage hits everyone that's in a defensive link. Beautiful. I even have room for more if I get some more later. I think that's everything. I am going to do a quick save after this setup. This is where I was doing all my grinding. I think that's it. It's time to go to the house. Continue the story. We'll try and do the mission. Hopefully it'll go well. Wait, I will go with you. Oh, hello. What are you still doing here? It's nice to see you too. How is the governor? Looks like Luis is having trouble with the governor. Though Diaz doesn't look like the type who keeps secrets for long. Come on, Diaz. Answer me. I told you. I don't know. I totally forgot what voice he did. I've done like 3. I don't know why those troops are in Caracas, and I don't know why they are releasing statements to the media in my place. Who are they? Answer me. Tell him, Governor. Tell him they're Zaftrans. How did you know? I have my sources. But then again, there aren't that many armies in the world with that kind of organized planning and advanced hardware. What are Zaftrans doing in Venezuela? Good question. I think only the governor can answer that. They contacted me first. They told me they'd send troops to help Venezuela gain independence if I paid them. So they want money. Then why have they taken Caracas? I don't know. I'm telling you the truth. All right, we believe you. Now, tell us where they set up their base. We saw them in Cumana, which doesn't make sense, since they could have landed in Caracas directly if that was their real objective. I have to agree with your thinking, Daryl. They must have landed in Cumana because their base of operations was nearby. Right. Tell us where that is, Diaz. Here! It's a secret base the UCS constructed years ago, but is no longer in use. I learned of its existence after I took office. You know, maybe I don't have a concept of distance just from this map, but that seems really close, right? Like you could have stumbled on that close. Or the village would have like seen movement from that close, like air traffic, something. No, maybe that's actually farther than I'm thinking. Oh, there. I knew you could do it. We must destroy this base. Why? If they are Zaftrans, as Diaz and Daryl say, they are not the kind of troops your Alianza could ever hope to defeat. They are a threat to us as long as they are helping the state army. If we can take them out, it may turn the tides in our favor. I know it's not my place to question your judgment, but it's in my interest to make sure you and La Alianza survive to win this conflict. I know, but these Zaftrans killed our people in Caracas. How can we not fight back against them? Maria, please. You must try to understand how we feel. We are tired of people from other countries doing as they please on our soil. Hey, don't just automatically assume that you'd lose. We'd be backing you up, you know. You will come with us? But why? Oh, don't be such a stranger, Luis. We fought together in Caracas, didn't we? I didn't think you were the type to take up a cause. And I thought you were smarter, too. Such harsh words from such lovely lips. All right, you win. Just promise me you'll retreat if the odds start turning against you, okay? We promise. I am also thinking of asking Professor Thaman to come with us. He is worth more than 10 Vanzers on the field. Though I must admit, I do not know if he will listen. Hey, Daryl, what are you getting us into? Hey, if we manage to take that base, Elsa will owe us one, right? What good would that do us? Relax. Trust me on this one, okay? What are you boys talking about? Oh, hi, Maria. Never mind us. Just boy talk. I will go speak to Professor Thammond about our plan. You think he'll agree? I do not know, but it is worth a try. All right, let's call up Elsa. Daryl, I asked you earlier, but why should helping her do us any good? Trust me, okay? You'll understand in a few secs. Uh, this is Daryl. Elsa, come in. This is Elsa. Go ahead, Daryl. I have something for you. We know where the Zaftran set up their base in Venezuela. Really? Yeah, and we're gonna take it out. What? No, that is too dangerous. Don't worry. We're taking some trusty allies with us. We'll be fine. And we'll get you the proof you need from that place. Daryl. But on one condition. I need you to do something for us in return. What is it? I'd like to borrow a transport plane from you. Can you arrange that? A transport? Yeah. For reasons of our own, we need to take around 3 tons of luggage out of this country. You cannot procure UCS transport? No. As I said, we have our reasons. All right, I think I can arrange it. Great, thanks. Oh, one more thing. Yes? On second thought, never mind. Later, Elsa. A transport, huh? Yeah. I know we're kind of using Luis, but he was gonna go there anyway. Might as well make it worth our while. Do some talking and then we'll go to the school. There's some good stuff happen there. We might finally have our means of getting that gold out. And we might be able to help Durandal finally expose the Zaftrans to their crazy shenanigans. Anyone to talk to here? I think all this might be the same, but just checking. Ah, Johnny boy. All right, let's hit the school. Kind of know what his answer is ultimately going to be, since like I've done simulators with him and like upgraded his Fonzer as if he was part of the group. It kind of gives it away a little that like they unlocked him as your squad mate that early. Please, Professor. No, Luis, I will not change my mind. Looks like they're already at it. Professor Thammond! Have you come to try and talk me into this too? Please, teach. Keep your voice down. You're scaring the kids. Mind if I take them outside to play? What? Oh, of course. Go ahead. Take them outside. All right, let's go, guys. Okay. Hey, Professor. Don't call me that. Thammond, please. You helped us out last time. I went only to save Inez and Lewis. Had I a choice, I would not have fought. Luis, I did not want you to use what I taught you to wage war. I only wanted you to learn how to survive in this country. But maybe because of your youth, you chose to take up arms and use my teachings to fight a guerrilla war. You're giving yourself too much credit, old man. What? Do you really believe Luis wouldn't have started this if you hadn't taught him how to fight? Do you really think the others would have followed him if he couldn't think for himself? He still has a lot to learn, right? And isn't it your duty as a teacher to make sure he comes back to learn those things from you? Who would have thought a boy like you could teach me a lesson, Renges? I really am getting old. So, what do you need me to do? So you'll come with us? I'm only doing this for Luis. Don't give yourself too much credit, Daryl. Thank you, Professor. Don't call me that anymore, Luis. At least not for now. Hey, Daryl, Renges. You guys should come and play too. Nah, we're a little busy. Aw, come on, we're having fun. Come on, Schaefer. It's your turn. All right. Hey, don't throw that. Ow! At times like this, I kind of envy Schaefer. Yeah, I know what you mean. I will gather everyone for the briefing. Right, you do that. Hey, Daryl, look. Oh, Maria's still here, huh? I wonder what she's thinking about. I wouldn't have thought anything could make her look so sad. Let's go. Oh, it changed the group. We're going to go avenge Calvo, aren't we? I have to thank Luis for making this decision. It's something all of us wanted to do. We will throw everything we have at that base. I was rearguard when we were running away from the governor's manor, and I saw these enemy troops carefully taking a crate out of the manor. What? A crate? From where? From the manor annex. Its underground garage. It looked like they were using it to store weapons. Is that where it was? Damn it! There's no way to tell now if that's what we were looking for. Checking that basement might have been a good idea. Luis won't take me with him this time either. Why? Say, I heard the Vanzersmith was back in town. Is that true? Yes, but he left in a hurry. He said he wanted to try to find more gear for La Alianza. Oh, but he asked me to give you this. Why did he ask you? I'm a member of the supply troops. Luis's orders. Full Vanzer set. Vizov for Rog. Well, shit, I feel... Ooh, 2 rods. Ogon F. I kind of feel bad I spent all that money now. We'll go take a look at that in a second. Yes, what did you want? I know you don't like us much, but isn't it time you told us what you're doing here? What is this interest you have in La Alianza? Alright. I'm helping Luis and his people win this conflict, so that they will be the ones who gain Venezuela's autonomy from the UCS. My job is to see to it that transition goes smoothly, without any hassle from the UCS central government. That's impossible. Is it? Luis trusts and believes it can be done. What about the central government? There are more than a few members of the government who agree with me. Ultimately, I have to make sure those members and Luis can meet and negotiate peacefully. I thought I had you figured out, but I'm not so sure anymore. Who are you? I could ask you the same question. All that I know is that you don't act or think like any other UCS soldier I've met before. Sorry to interrupt, Daryl, but I need you to pick the Alianza pilots we'll be taking with us on the next mission. Me? Why me? You're not such a bad leader. I would pick them out myself, but I've been away from all this for so long, I wouldn't trust my own judgment. But you don't have to if you don't want to. Just come talk to me if you change your mind. Would you like to choose the Alianza pilots who will come with us? Yes. Alright, so Pedro becomes what Calvo was, the double assault husky ass. Sancho is still the pack mule Vanzer with all the gear, so he's worth taking. I have a hard time getting the Grenadiers into action because they're just so slow, you know? Punch, love Punch. He's a true bro. I love snipers. Sometimes you just need a guy to punch a guy. How do I... Isabel is another Calvo with the assault. Apollo with the punching. Antonio. Christina. Jose. Leon. How do I deselect? Because I think I'd rather have a second sniper. Ah, okay. You pick them, and then you pick which slot they're going to be. So we're gonna swap our launcher for a second sniper. So we're gonna do our assault, our items, 2 snipers, and a punch. I mean, that's punch, but you know, a punchy boy. And I think that's gonna be good. Hopefully, we'll see. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but Maria is a character from the first Front mission. When they remade it for the PlayStation and like versions that they've remade since, so like the DS and the new one for the Switch, she's a character on the UCS campaign who is involved in either like Black Ops or like intelligence operations, if I remember right. And she was into some shady stuff in the first game, but she I don't think it was like necessarily by choice, and so she came around by the end, and so now she's out trying to do like good deeds to make up for stuff that she did in the past. It's not really a spoiler for this because like she clearly already explained that she's helping them out. And it definitely seemed like from an official capacity, but like an unofficial official capacity. Oh, I wanted to take a look real quick at the Vizov that we picked up. It's clearly like a double punch boy, but it's a lot of power. Like I was thinking of like, what if that was an assault? How's its arm? It's pretty accurate. It's more of 80. A little bit faster. Actually, how does that compare to Famine, who we didn't upgrade because it's got that husky S? Is it better? If it's better, no. Less HP. How does it compare to the Quint? Really? It's a little bit closer to that. But it's faster than the Type 90? A little bit faster. Alright, well, you know what? We're going to give... I know we had upgraded him a while ago, but we're going to give him the Vizov because it's... I think that's going to help out. I don't know that I've like used this guy before. Oh, and it gave 2 rods. But how does that compare? Yeah. That just seems better. I mean, it just makes them all impact, but... Alright, we'll do it. Obsessive saving, and then we'll actually move out. honest. We'll do this mission. We are going to attack the enemy's base, not only to avenge our friends who fell in Caracas, but to win back Venezuela's future as well. Yeah! Vamos! It looks like you don't think this was such a good idea after all. Huh. That's not it at all. It's just that this kind of fervor can kill soldiers in battle. I've seen it happen. It just seems like you're in the same like valley bowl from the surrounding mountains. I'm sure there's probably a lot of trees in between, but oh, and it's raining.
Who the hell made this place?
The UCS did. We already went over that, buddy.
According to Diaz, this is a VTOL base they plan to use in case the main UCS garrisons were destroyed, but it cost too much to maintain, so they had to abandon it. What a waste! They could have fed the children in the village for life with the money they spent on this place.
Yeah.
But now the Zaftrans are using it. We can't let them do as they please.
How are we going to fulfill the Durandal's request? There isn't much at ground level. The control room must be underground. Let's just rip one of their computers off the wall and take it with us. That should do it. Oh, and let's pick up a few of their Vonzers for good measure.
You know, like the one that we're using right now, we could have just sent that.
Let's move!
We're gonna do it the hard way. We're gonna do it so we can keep this one. All right. Yeah, because I think our gorillas are going to be down here. All right. Just so I know what I'm coming up against first, we got some assaults. And these gun turrets, are they... Okay, they're machine gun. Good. All right. So I think there's nothing special we need to do. We'll put him here so that he can just run right in. All right. So we want him on this side, him on that side. Sniper, punchy guy. Yeah. Okay. Let's do a quick, like, take a look around because there's a lot of guys here. Okay, so it's a shield, assault. Guessing you're the same. Yeah. You're a double assault. Oh, you're a recon. Okay, that's good to know. There's probably some guys with missiles. Shield. Another base Gatling gun. A jammer. Sniper. Another jammer. A lot of jammers. Here's our launchers that are just gonna like hang back while the recon guys come and just mess us up. Another jammer. Sniper. Machine gun. Second recon. Another shield assault. So they clearly want you to go about it where like one group goes up one way and the other group goes up the other way. And this side's a little bit lighter on guys, like all at once. Just lighter on guys in general. But you'd have to rely on Sancho's healing items in order to keep everyone up to snuff, and I really don't like doing that. I like using the engineer Vonzer to keep everyone because he can restore parts too, right? There's no items in this game that restores a part that's been destroyed. So I think what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get everyone to group up on one side, and we'll just assault. So I'll start bringing these guys this way, and while these guys start their attack, because they get the links. So wanna make use of them. What is it, Zenon? We are under attack, sir. A group of unidentified Vanzers is closing in on our location. That was more German than Russian. Oh well. You incompetent fool! Why did you not detect them sooner? I'm sorry, sir. Hurry up and destroy them. We need this base for the last part of the plan. Yes, sir. I think because he already shot, I don't get to snipe. That's okay. Alright, let's get some guys up here. We're going to let the recon guys come to us, but then they're going to be a priority because we don't want all those missiles. And whoever they get close to is going to get all those missiles.
Yeah.
Aw. Gotta get around this bush or tree. Oh. Oh, that feels worth it. Kind of hit that recon guy. Come on. If you get one of these guys out, I'll feel really good. So close. I haven't finished using everyone over here. Come on, Schaefer. Or Daryl. Yeah, he won't be able to dodge this shot now. Take him out. There we go. All right. come the missiles. It's funny that those turrets have what look like missile launchers on top when they only have machine guns, but maybe it's supposed to be like surface to air or something. Like enemy aircraft come in, you shoot them down. Alright, let's work on this guy. Should probably move Renges so it's a little less of that tree in the way. There we go. Gotta get him some more AP. Oh, one of you. Look at that barrage. Not worth a shot. Alright. I'm not really worried about this dude. It doesn't do much damage. But take out this guy. And then we can go focus on the guys from the east. Should be really easy for the snipers to assist. Bam! Alright. Move to... Then we'll start on this guy. Okay. We'll punch. And as the other group of enemies come over, we'll just like hit him in that little valley. I didn't need to go that much. Maybe I'll just go like that. Yeah. The bazookas are always like a lower accuracy version of the sniper rifle, but because they have that splash damage, it's worth taking the shots anyway. Because even if the miss, you probably hit unless they evaded. I was so happy that Sancho was like going to get in on it, and then he dodged. I guess that one wanted to go take a look. Stuff's going on over there, but I can't target them. Yeah, go Gomez. All right, probably should deal with him. Beautiful. All right. Yeah. Is that other recon coming this way? It might be, but I think what we can do is we can start moseying our way up. Then we can deal with them when he eventually catches up. Hey, he caught up. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to get Luis to move. And then we'll heal him up. And we'll maybe like take shots at the snipers at the recon guy and make the recon guy close in even more. I suspect he's going to be very dodgy. I'm going to use aim because I don't think snipe prevents the target from dodging like aim does. I know it prevents the attacker from being able to dodge. And it's just really important that I hit that guy. Sniper line. They're gonna be nice and softened up. Yeah, he's got the move. He can just run in there. Yeah, but you're not gonna be dodging anymore. I was thinking of letting him run over and then like positioning all the assaults as like a defensive wall for the snipers, so they'd come in and then they'd like whoever he attacked, they would go shoot. But I thought about it. You know, it's only one guy that would be shooting him when I could just have my wall of assaults just go and wreck him.
Yeah, Sacho.
All right. I know we gotta eventually take this guy out, but it's easier to move guys up this ramp. Well, maybe I'll go send like the 2 snipers from the resistance group after that one turret. And then have them fall back when the guys start to chase. I don't know why I didn't have Schaefer heal anyone when he moved. That was an oversight. Gomez comes here because he can't really punch a turret. Man, this launcher guy is like, I'll do it myself. Oh, they're all going to do that now. Slowly. Alright, Louise is gonna need healing. Feels very doable. Oh, I meant to switch to the rod. Oh well. Just keep boosting that damage, man. Oh. Yeah. He's a launcher. He's probably not super dodgy. I really like the skill system in this, where the more skills you chain, the higher the damage bonus you get. And I think that's why the link battle skills of like, oh, it increases the chance of triggering a skill is super useful, but I never put it into use. Which I really should. It always seems to be available for the guys I wouldn't use to start a link battle with. I don't know why. Like they give it to Schaefer. I'm like, I'm probably not going to be attacking Schaefer. I'm probably going to be healing Schaefer. I'll send our all Malay guy up the other way. Oh, beautiful. Or I'll send him up this way now that the way is clear. Repair Daryl. As nice as the last stand skill is, if he's triggering that, he probably needs some health. Is this tree gonna be in the way? Yes. We can get in front of him. It's fine. Just want to make sure that he can get up here. Dang. All right. I mean, it would have been better if you hit. Like that. That's what I wanted. More of that. Now we got jammers coming in, and I haven't really been keeping up on everyone's resistances to status effects, so I'm sure they're going to wreak havoc on me. Yep. Oh, especially the rest of La Alianza. That like you don't even get to manage the pilots. Bring long-range guys. Man, that seems like a waste. But I cannot hit, so we're not going to attack with him. No backpack. What backpack do we have? It's not an item backpack. It must have been just a power backpack or something. Trade some punches. Oof. Not gonna waste their shots on that. I'll probably have Sancho with the shotgun hit him. It's like the mech equivalent of running around with dual SMGs. Which is great, you know, stay nice and agile. Yay. No backpack. Can't use items, I guess. Not a problem. Go here. So the bit of plot that we had earlier, before this mission, kind of implicates some stuff that I always wondered about the UCS in this game. The UCS is North and South America, like, merged into a big supernation where, like, I guess Canada, all of Canada is one state, which seems weird. I feel like we would have maybe kept the provinces as individual states and, like, just dissolved Canada as an entity. Similar to, like, you wouldn't keep the United States as a state. You would dissolve the United States, and the individual states would be the individual entities. But I guess, like, maybe the way that it works is that it's just like an additional layer of government. I can word. An additional layer of government on top of it, so that, like, the member states of the UCS are the individual countries still. So you have Canada and the United States. They have their smaller provinces and states with their own, like, local government, and then their own federal government, and then their own, like, super federal government for the UCS. But it's interesting to me that there's still a feeling down in Venezuela, at least, maybe it'd be the same in other South American countries that are member states of the UCS, that, like, they didn't really want to be a member of the UCS, and it was, like, thrust upon them. The whole, like, sentiment of we don't want other people coming to our land and telling us what to do, that kind of deal. So it's interesting that, like, the two sides of this is you have Governor Diaz working for the Zaftrans to declare independence from the UCS, but in that instance it would probably be a more Zaftran friendly nation, which probably wouldn't be ideal for the UCS. And then the other side of it is that the Venezuelan people reclaim control, and they secede from the UCS. There's no real, like, well, we'll stick with the UCS, because, like, it doesn't seem like that was ever a good option to begin with. They just kind of used us for our resources and then didn't give us any of the benefits, which sucks, right? Like, I'd hate to have that happen where I live, and I'm sure anyone who lives in that situation would hate that too. So, like, it's a good sentiment to be like, maybe we just want to run our stuff finally. Like, let us do our thing, so that we can actually reap the benefits of our resources. This guy's almost gone. We want to knock him out, and then we can go catch up. Maybe we'll do a cheeky flank, go up the ramp here. I don't know, though. It's like each of these super nations in this game are all like unions or conglomerations of other nations, like the EC being essentially the EU plus some additional countries, and like Brexit never happened. And then like Zaftra being Russia with a bunch of ex-Soviet states like rejoining because of an economic dependency. But they don't really like. I don't really know the story of like how North and South America decided, hey, let's do this too. Like, was it in response to the OCU forming with Japan, Australia, and Southeast Asia, since they like then staked a claim in half an island that was off the coast of South America? Talking about Huffman Island, which is the location of the first Front Mission game. It's a new island that formed out in the ocean off the coast of South America, and somehow the UCS only got claim to half of it. Like, it's closer to the continents than Hawaii is. But anyway, I always thought that was weird that like you only got half of it, but I understand that was like for plot purposes, like we needed a source of conflict. I get that, but it still like is a weird situation that I wonder how that was ever kosher. And likewise with like what caused, you know, the OCU to form, what caused the UCS to form. Like Zaftra, I kind of get. I mean, with the current weirdness going on in Russia now, like they're maybe doing it a more aggressive way of like, we're gonna just reconquer everything and get us back to the glory days. But like I could understand if the Soviet Union had fallen apart and the countries that used to be members of the Soviet Union that weren't Russia were to fall under hard times, and if they didn't have disdain for Russia, I don't know if they do or don't, right? Like, I'm just positing what ifs, right? We're gonna snipe that body. That like they might be like, let's get back together. That seems like a hard what if, but like I'm nowhere near there, so I don't know. The EC I kind of get because the EU has been a thing for a while now, and that just feels like a rename at that point. Oh wow, you have so little AP. You have none. UCS feels like a difficult sell. Like just from being in the US, I feel like we agitate everyone south of us, and maybe I could see Canada and the US being like, we're gonna, you know, form a continental defensive pact, and we're gonna call it the UCS. And we'll set up like a Congress or something on top of that, so that like everyone can get heard. Maybe, like everyone else, like it feels like we would have just either swarmed in with CIA or swarmed in with military and been like, "Oh, you're gonna join us." And I can't imagine like anyone else being happy about that. Like the EC. Well, I mean, like, not to mention the countries themselves not being happy with that. But then like in the global community, Europe being like, oh yeah, we're just gonna let you like conquer South America, essentially, or Zaftra even, because you know, like we get along with Russia, or China, because they formed their own super nation. I can't ever remember the name of it. But like they wouldn't be like, hey, come on, you're building up a lot of power here. All right, moment of truth. Do we just want to come in and try and flank? Nah, you guys, you don't have any like item support, and you're already kind of half damaged just from taking out that one turret. Anyway, that big ramble aside, like the whole situation with like the background of this game series is really appealing to me. Oh, Gomez, I really should have been healing you, huh? It feels like it's like ripe for a lot of plot possibilities, both in military conflict, but also in oh, remove status. That's nice. But also in like political espionage, and I guess that's probably a good reason why they would like try other types of games. Like they've done a couple of third-person mech action games, which have been nice. I mean, not great, but they're okay. At least the one that I played, the first Evolved, it was a little doofy, but it was alright. But then, like with Left Alive, where they were trying to go for like the Metal Gear Solid type game, where like stealthing around and you're just a person in like a location that's overrun by an enemy, and you're not a mecha pilot, or you are a mecha pilot, but you're not in a mecha except for like some sections. I haven't played that game, but I've seen bits of it. I know it didn't get like a very good half move, huh? This is half move? Man, you guys are in trouble. But like, I think if it wasn't for the fact that they weren't making turn-based strategies anymore, I think the community might have been more open to other types of games, like other genres of games in that universe. It's just like when you go for years with nothing in the title, like, oh, we're gonna finally make a new game in this title, and it's not a turn-based strategy. It's going to be an action game, and it's going to be like a sneaky sneak game or something like that. Like you kind of like ruffle some feathers. It's like when they did that with XCOM. Like, we're going to bring XCOM back, and it's going to be a third-person action game set in the 50s, and you're like, whoa, hold on. Like, where's our tactical strategy game that we really wanted? Ah, I should have aimed. Oh well. So I kind of understand why people would be upset when those got announced, and I'm happy that they're remaking the first 3 Front Mission games. Like I played a bit of the remake for the Switch, and it's pretty good. Like it's a nice up scaled version of what I played when I played it on the DS, and like the mechanics are same, and for better or for worse. Like, I don't know, I enjoy it. I'm having a good time, and I'm looking forward to the second one coming out, and I'm gonna buy it. And I'm looking forward to the third one coming out, and I'm gonna buy it. I don't like the third one as much as other games in the series. Like, I like 1 more than 3. 3 is like at the bottom of my list. And I know it's probably the more popular one with a lot of people, but it like the tone is so different to me in that game compared to 4 or 1 or even what little I've played of 5. It just feels more like anime mecha to me in plot, and I can't get over that. But still, like, it's still a fun turn-based strategy game. So like, and it does some things I do like mechanically. So you know, I'll buy it when it comes out, and I kind of hope they just go up and do 4 and 5 too while they're on the streak of doing it. Like I hope they sell well enough that they're like, yeah, we'll just keep going. We'll just keep, you know, making stuff for the Switch. I'll buy them, man. And then if they turn around and say, all right, we've done these, everyone's like now re-familiar with this series, let's do some side stories in another genre again, I'd probably be okay with that, and hopefully the community would be too. But if we can keep getting like turn-based strategies in like a mainline series as well, like that'll just kind of keep everyone happy. There's another ramble, and like the reason for that is that like that whole, there's a lot of stuff to explore in this universe, and I don't feel like you can fully explore it with just turn-based strategy, which is why I'm like, let's, you know, do all the things. Let's get in there. A lot of possibilities. Just double checking and making sure that I'm not going to overextend myself if I send Luis in here after this launcher guy, but I think we're probably okay. Like, we have this mission in the bag. I'm pretty sure. I don't think we're gonna lose anyone. We've been kicking so much butt. Oh, no. We do actually want to try and get as close as possible, just to like limit how much missiles we're going to get. These guys are going to be out of action for a little bit. And maybe they'll miss the rest of the mission. Honestly, that's okay. Maybe I don't want to get in there quite yet. Making it hard to go do my punch tactic, but whatever. It's only a matter of time. You can't. It's only like a one space wide ramp down. You can't run away forever. Should have aimed. I should know better. I did that last time with the last guy. Alright, who needs help? Louise, let's just pop you up. Their jammerness has not been a huge threat. Like, I know I can remove statuses with the repair backpack, but like, they haven't really hit me with anything except for like, can't use your backpack. And it's like, oh no, I wasn't gonna anyway. Like, oh well. It's nice to have in case I need it, but I just haven't needed it. Even like hitting Daryl with that half move, where it's like I can still cross half this base. It's like, thanks, buddy. There was a game in this series around the same time as the 5th one that was like a third-person mech shooter game that was multiplayer called Front Mission Online. And I'm kind of sad that I didn't get a chance to play it. I don't know that it was available in America, because you know, like half the games weren't. But like anytime I've seen video footage of it, it seemed like it would have been really fun to have played. I'd like a tactically mech multiplayer game. I play a lot of Mech Warrior 5 right now with buddies. I could play it more with buddies than I do single player, because honestly I just have more fun with friends than the AI co-pilots. They try their best, but like sometimes they're just not great. But Mech Warrior and Battletech is a very like, we're gonna ram as many weapons into these giant behemoths of machines as possible, which is fun. But there's like a simplicity of like the front mission games where you can have like at most 4 weapons, and it's like just whatever you can stick in the hand and whatever you can mount on the shoulder, and they're different types of weapons. It's like I feel like I'd like a first-person mech simulator-y game involving that type of setup, where like you get your squad of guys and you gotta be like tactical about your approach, because you'll get just wrecked otherwise. I kind of left this guy alone to just sit there, didn't I? Does he have... Oh, he can attack. He's got 1 arm. Okay, let's work him with the resistance guys. I realize like the tacticalness is a little offset in this by the presence of the engineering backpacks. And I do love the engineering backpacks. I realize though they're completely unrealistic in the like, in the middle of battle, I'm gonna give you your arm back. Like, that'd take some time. But even with that, like, it feels like it'd be a good time in a mech simulator. And then you can avoid the weirdness that Battletech has with like the ballistic weapons, where the heavier caliber ballistics have less range somehow. Balance that a different way, maybe. Alright, we are going to aim because he can still dodge. Maybe we'll get lucky and hit the torso. And then we'll just do our kill box next round, because I probably overextended with Daryl. But I really wanted to keep on that missile guy, you know? Alright, let's get you some legs. And you're not going to be able to shoot, that's fine. So I probably could have sent Punch and Christina up this way, but I really didn't want to risk them getting knocked out or losing parts and not being able to repair them, because even though I don't manage the pilots in the same way as the main characters, like, them losing Wanzers and parts still costs me money, so keeping everyone intact is still a must. And ensure that keeps 2 high damaging, single damaging attacks out of action for the rest of the mission, but that's fine. You took one of his punching arms. Fortunately, I have a fix for that. If I were to do like a more realistic version of this, a semi more realistic version of this, I would keep the repair backpacks, but instead of letting you heal in the middle of battle, they would be like a logistics support unit for outside of combat, where like instead of needing a big base to be able to repair your units, you would use them to repair your units outside of battle and do the like swapping of parts and stuff. Similar to like the supply truck in the first game, which handled the healing and the rearming and stuff like that. You know, your supply units. And it's just a more defendable logistical unit. And yeah. And so then, like, if you didn't have them, then you would have to go, like, remove all of your troops back to your base, or you'd have to cart some supply trucks with you in order to do the equivalent. And if you have like a good set of supply trucks and a good set of engineer Vonzers, like you can appropriately maintain your stuff, and missions. We're gonna go shotgun a turret, and so you probably wouldn't take your mechanic units out into battle like this, since they don't really have as much of a benefit. Like you'd probably field them in a defensive mission where like you're under attack where you're at and they're already there, just to like defend themselves, and they could defend like your other supply trucks and stuff like that. Supply trucks in the first game would always have like an equivalent of like an SMG for a Wanzer on it. It would be like a hood-mounted, you know, machine gun or something like that, like you would find on a Humvee. But they would be those big trucks that we had like at the beginning of this storyline that we were hauling the gold in, that would like open up and deploy the 3 Vonzers like that. That was those supply trucks, those big ass diesel engine trucks that take up an entire road. You wouldn't have healing items either. So like your backpack would probably be mostly to boost power and then spare ammunition. I'd keep the ammo needs. Probably wouldn't do it where anything has like a bajillion ammo in it like this game does. I think that's a difficulty curve mechanic where in the beginning, like, you've got enough stuff to learn. We don't want to have you also deal with ammo management until later on in the game when you're used to like the base mechanics. It's like, all right, now also you need to manage your ammo supply and have maybe a dude with extra spare ammo that he just hauls around like poor Sancho does. And so that'd be what I use his backpacks for. And then, you know, you'd have your other utility backpacks, like the jamming and the recon and the whatever the support backpack that Beck has. I don't know what that's called. or what role that makes him, but man, like being able to call in airstrikes, nice. A lot of money, which we'll bank until we have to go build more units. A lot of EP, which is going to be great.
That should take care of the ones on the surface.
The underground defenses will be stronger. We should be careful.
What about these transports?
It's a cool looking aircraft.
I will have our people rig them with explosives.
Oh, well, they were cool looking aircraft.
Good. The Zaftrans can't fly off if we clip their wings.
It feels like the wingspan isn't big enough for how big they are, since I'm pretty sure those are meant to also transport Wanzers. But I don't know much about aircraft. That's a question for someone else. All right, we did it. We made it through this mission after a bit of grinding. It always feels like a big accomplishment when like I gotta sit down for like a side session or two and just grind through the simulator. But man, it was worth it. We would have gotten wrecked had I not. Just like in that one Durandal mission where I got wrecked. But we should be good for a while. I will do those other simulator missions in a future session, just to keep from needing to do a big grind again in the future. But yeah, we should be all set for now. I'm going to do a nice save. Bye, supply tunnel. I think I'm going to call it here for now. I'd like to do another session sometime soon to like keep going on this momentum, but because I'm having a lot of fun. I love doing the actual missions. So, you know, now that the big grind is out of the way, it feels a little bit better to like actually go and play. But I've been rambling a lot this video, so I'm gonna stop. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.